Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnaz.
And today we're going over our top 5 worst figures of the year. And we're using the term worst loosely. Like, these figures aren't bad.
They're not bad. It's just... How can we say this without getting... You know what? Screw it, Steve. We do need another reaction to comment video. Let's just go with this.
Because what I mean by worse is, compared to other things that have come out this year, they're not that impressive.
Yes.
Like, when I bought these things, I was like, alright, cool, move on to the next. And that's not really where I want to be with an action figure, right?
Yeah.
Action figure collectible. So, that's why these guys are on this list, because only one I would say is, like, legitly bad. Like, I want my money back. But the other ones are just, there's other stuff that came out this year that were just way more impressive, and even in the same lines.
Definitely, yeah.
And especially like collecting these lines and picking them up, I just wasn't nearly as blown away as I really feel like I should have. And we have him here for number 5.
Not him as number...
Yeah, not him in particular, but just as a comparison. Because number 5...
It hurts me, but truth hurts, man.
Is the X Plus Gabra. Main reason this guy is at number 5 is... You see those seam lines?
It makes it look like he's articulated.
Yeah, I feel like he should have came with extra hands. Or some, like for some kind of accessory. But no, the Rick came with the Minya. So why does he have these giant gaps that make me, again, think that I can move this guy around like a normal Bandai vinyl?
Yeah, and that's the problem with him. Like, that's why he's bad, I would say.
Yeah, or even just like in comparison. Like, you have this guy standing next to him and you're just like, I spent almost the same amount of money
yeah, and like
between these two.
The 64's arms, body is all
65.
one. 65. Because, like, look at the 65. Like, his body and his arms are all, like, one solid piece.
Yeah, it's really hard to notice the seam line here on this guy. Like, it's really flush. Same with the feet. Like, it's noticeable, but it's fairly flush. On him, not so much, which isn't where you want to be for an X Plus. Is he a cool X Plus? Yeah. Like, probably the best Gabra figure I own. For sure. But compared to other X Pluses, not as cool as it could have been. So for number 4, we're bringing back out the Stelitzia because number 4 is the Figure Arts 02. And the reason why this is number 4 is for Figure Arts, this is essentially a glorified stand.
Yeah.
Like, hold on a sec, I will get her out of here. Because you know what's sweet about having a Figure Arts figure? Now this one's unbalanced. Alright. Adjusting. Getting her head isn't going to be coming down because it's not articulated. You have to swap it out, which is kind of cool. Like, it sits flush. I'm not really complaining about it. But, like, if you want to have her looking down, we have to mess around with her. But, for starters...
She literally is a stand to another figure.
Yeah, because the way her feet are designed, which is accurate for the anime. Not complaining about that. But she doesn't come with any way to keep her standing upright. And with the way her feet are designed, why? Like, she even has a Tamashi X stand she came with. But there's nothing here to clamp onto, or it didn't even come with clamps to hook around her. So, now, at that point, you kind of need to be using her with the stand, or have to go buy extra stuff in order to be able to pose your figure, which isn't really where you should be with a figure.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't have to go and spend an extra like $15-20 to buy a set of stands in order to get her to stay upright. And then what it comes with, you need to pretty much be having her set up in the crouching pose. And then it might have been even cooler for her to come with some more like, if she would at least came with more stuff, I maybe would have been more impressed with
more bang for your buck kind of thing.
Yeah, because some of the engineering is like neat, like the way the head's set up. Like, I don't hate the idea that you have to disassemble it and then hook it into the back, but it's odd. Like, I almost wish that you could have just took it off and it would have been empty back here and then you just bend her neck up. That probably would have been better. So, main reasons at number 4, and especially compared to most other figure arts that would generally come with that, like we've seen with the S Venus from the last video. Actually, she's just sitting right here. Look at all that comes with.
Look at all she comes with.
She was $20 cheaper. Like, really? Anyways. Alright, so we might get some crap for number 3.
This is where the hate begins, is the next number 3 and number 2.
Because for number 3, we have... Yeah, I'm going to adjust the camera. Sorry about that. We have the 2002 Ezra's Monster Arts Godzilla. Which this, again, not a bad figure. I still like this. Issue with this guy, and it was mainly just as a mass release of this guy, is the googly eyes.
Googly, 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 googly.
It's been a problem with Monster Arts for a little while now, is the issues they have with painting freaking eyeballs. Which I want to say, like, because you get those arguments where, like, how hard is it to paint eyes?
It's got to be pretty hard, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, but the issue is like, I literally did a video of me painting eyeballs and doing it fine. And I don't even do it every day.
Steve, you're doing that for your figure, though. They're doing that for somebody else's. They don't care.
That's kind of the issue, right? Then he has some imperfections here and there with some of the paint. And for me, like, you get a googly eye figure, and then you're spending like $75 on this guy. Comes with nothing else. Gamera was like, what, 90, and comes with like flaming hands, and you can put him in flying poses,
yeah,
and stuff like that. And this guy's just stands on my shelf.
If he came with more stuff, maybe a breath or anything else, he wouldn't have been on this list.
Yeah, like he needed a breath effect.
Yeah.
And then like the next one could have had like scar chest, came with something else.
Yeah.
So then just like the few random paint imperfections is what really hurts him. So again, not a bad figure, but just in terms of Monster Arts, just never really wowed me though.
They did great details on him though, like even like the neck.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, the mold is fantastic.
Paint job.
The paint job could have been a little bit better. So mold, I would say, is 10 out of 10. Paint job is more like a 7.
Steve.
Supposed to hand him over.
You sure you want to put this guy on there, Steve?
I need him.
Steve.
Yes, we got to, because compared to some other robot spirits I've purchased, and I guess I could probably have picked up better robot spirits to start with to use in this video, but we're going to put just the Pacific Uprising figures as just kind of a whole.
Yeah.
Which for the most part, I shouldn't really be complaining with these guys being at number 2 with the Robot Spirits Pacific Rim figures. But compared to other Robot Spirits figures, these things aren't that great in terms of the paint.
No.
Like, in terms of paint job, these things are worse than what we just previously had. Because they're lacking so much of it. But with Gypsy here, he was the best one out of the bunch. Because you can see he actually has some like added detailing.
There's decals.
Yeah, there's decals and stuff. There's the silver. There's a little bit of paint here that you can see on the back. But you can see there's so much more that could have been painted.
That they skipped out on. I feel like they literally skipped out on it.
Well, and the reason why that happened is because of the price point. Like, they wanted to sell them at Toys R Us.
What's
and
that?
make it, right? And made it more affordable for the average Joe. So how do we make it more affordable? We skip out on some stuff.
Oh, that stuff's going to be towards the wall and we don't care about it.
Yeah. And I almost wanted to put the Diamond Select ones, but those were like, I'm expecting to get a NECA quality figure. That's what I got. Well, with Robot Spirits, I'm expecting like mines to be blown.
Yeah.
Like awesome paint job and articulation and accessories. And these guys were just like, again, they were okay. Like, I'm not complaining about these guys at all. But just after buying them, I wasn't wowed as I should have been. Especially with an import figure. Honestly, I was more excited. I was more happy with the model kit I got.
God, yeah. Compared to that, the model kit was freaking fantastic.
Yeah, the model kit we did a video for. I'll have a link in the description for these things. I still prefer these guys over the diamonds still, and that's mainly because of the articulation. Like they stand up by themselves really well, while the diamonds have some issues.
Yeah, like you said earlier, we expected Diamond Select to be what they are. And they came out fine for what they are.
But the reason I don't put I have these guys instead of the diamonds is the diamonds paint jobs are still awesome.
Yeah.
Like that's where those things really impressed me. While with these, it was like, all right, I got nice articulation, expecting to have a robot spirits, but it just in terms of like the color variety and detail, especially on some of the other ones like a Saber Athena.
Ooh.
It wasn't great.
No.
All right, so you want to hand me number one? Oh, actually, I have to zoom out. Hold on a sec. All right, so for number one, we have the FOTS Dragon Mage statue of Taro in a swimsuit. And this thing sucked. Especially for how much I spent on this. Like, it was over $100.
I like how on eBay she sells for $80 now, Steve.
Oh, man, but I also see her for like $200, so I was like, I kind of want to put her up, but I'm afraid. But, all right, so main reason why she is number one is because I love Dragon Maid.
Good anime. Enjoy the crap out of it.
Yeah, great anime. So when they started like finally rolling out some figures, and really the only company that's really doing them is FOTS, which makes me really sad now. They started with the swimsuits, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't really want them as these. Like, I kind of want them as the maids. But you know what? Screw it. I'll grab it because I really enjoyed her character.
Yeah, I don't want to miss out and then later on price jump on it like extremely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that, and I always like bathing suit figures. Like, I don't really want, like, the super nudie figures, but I do like me some bathing suit figures. So I was like, you know what? I'll roll with this. Pictures look cool, the figure. Getting it in hand.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Big issues is the seam lines to where the figure, like, when they're assembling the model, stands out like a sore thumb on this thing. That in some sections aren't super clean.
Paint leaked on it.
Yeah, it's mainly like the hip section here is really bad, and I think it was the upper arm around here. Yeah, right here. Stands out really well. If you guys can see it, but the hands aren't even smooth. You can see where they didn't even like shave down bits of the plastic to make it smoothed out. So it still has like a lot of the mold scraps on it, which I barely have put these things together. I already know, like, you take stupid low grit sandpaper to this thing, and then, oh wait, we had that thing that wasn't even attached in the package. Like, that was already popped out, so I was already like, oh, know what I'm getting into. Yeah, there's even like a little bit of gapping there, which could have been filled in, but they didn't. Same with like gapping on the hair is really bad. Face turned out nice. I think that's the only reason I still have this thing is because, like, I like the face.
Overall, itself, the figure is just bad.
And why are her nipples in the wrong spots?
That's what I was trying to, like, her bathing suit itself is just weird.
It's like the one's kind of in the middle, and this one's, like, off to the side. Like, it's creeping upward. Yeah, it's just, like, the way it hugs. Like, I don't really hate it, but it's strange. And compared to most, like, other figures I got, like, I can we just get a beach queen of her?
Yeah.
Please, Wave. Just give me like some give me some Wave versions of the Dragon Maid stuff. And like they finally put her out with the maid outfit, but I just really don't like after this figure. I really don't want to get another figure from this company.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Like they will release a figure like this, and it'll destroy the company's name for me. Like I won't do it again. I'm afraid.
Yeah. So easily. Like I said, this is the one that is literally like a bad statue. The rest have been like, they're still cool, good figures, and for the price, I ain't complaining, but...
This is the one I want my money back.
Yeah, this is the one that... FOTS, you failed us. You failed us for the last time. But let us know in the comment section below, what was your guys' least favorite figure you got this year? Or if we were wrong in picking some of this stuff for the list. Again, not saying they're bad, but... difference of opinions, I guess. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, and come arrange it today. See you guys in the next video.
Bye-bye.